Good morning, everyone. My name is Leah. I'm the head of marketing at Anapaya, and I have the pleasure of being your host today. It's been a tough, rough start into the new year. As the world grapples with this COVID crisis, we have not only been forced to adapt, but we had to learn completely new ways of solving long overdue societal issues. Maybe this is one microcosm. As you can see, a lot of restrictions, social distancing, working from home, all these things change our lives. Yet through all of this, we have leaned on the power of the internet to keep moving forward. We at Anapaya, we have a very clear purpose: to upgrade the internet. Today, you will hear from business and IT leaders who believe in this same purpose and how to work together towards our shared ambition. So to you back home, sit back, relax, we're about to start. Nicola is right here to take in your questions. And to formally start the program, please welcome Anapaya's co-founder and ETH Network Security Head, Professor Adrian Perrig.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all the speakers who could be here in person and all the people who are online. Welcome, everyone, to the second Scion Day. It's really wonderful to get the community together and celebrate a bit what we have accomplished in the past years and also look forward in what we would like to accomplish in the future. So I'd like to start out by sharing some of the research highlights in 2021. And here a lot has happened since the last Scion Day. And in particular, I'll highlight a few select projects, but there's been a really large wealth of different systems and much progress that has happened in the last years. So one project I'd like to highlight is a global time synchronization system that we're introducing in Scion Lab, in the research part of the Scion Network, which is quite an exciting system. And you can read more about this in the upcoming Scion book I'll talk about in a second. Another system is Mondrian zoning system. That's a zoning infrastructure we have co-developed with ZKB. And it's also quite an exciting new system that makes the administration of network zones much simpler, also with some zones in the cloud, people at home, as well as in the company. Another really exciting system we worked on for almost 10 years is a globally scalable bandwidth reservation system called Colibri. And this is now available in Scion Lab and hopefully also soon in the production network. Another really exciting system we'll see and hear a bit more about today is green routing, enabling CO2 optimized global routing. And I'm also very happy that we received 2 awards at the CONEXT conference last year, the Best Paper Award, as well as the Best Presentation Award, for a paper essentially talking about the Scion deployment and as well as analyzing Scion scalability. And this was really nice. I'd like to just briefly highlight these aspects here. So there were some concerns that Scion routing may be expensive and may not be that scalable. So we did a very careful study. And the result was, you can see here, each group of bars indicates one autonomous system that was looked at. And the red bar represents BGP-SEC, the yellow bar BGP, so normalized to BGP, and the blue bar that you almost cannot see is Scion. And so you can see the scalability is really massively better than today's internet, and Scion spends on the order of 1,000 times less effort than BGP-SEC to find a network path. So we hope that also with this, one of the concerns we're able to address and show that Scion is really fundamentally different from today's internet and solves fundamental issues. Another highlight in development and deployment, and there are lots and lots of aspects here. There are new ISPs, and we'll hear more about this today. the SciED project, Scion for the ETH domain, was completed over the past 2 years. The SBAS project we'll also hear more about, DRKey and Colibri now available in Scion Lab. Lots of exciting news in this space, but also new implementations. So for instance, Sidden Labs in the Netherlands built a P4-based prototype Scion router that achieves over a terabit of throughput. Video application was written using Scion multipathing, which shows the advantages of multipath. David Hausherr's team worked on the link system for secure IoT communication, and also the team here worked on Lightning Filter and Hercules for high-speed file transfer and high-speed firewalling. So really lots of exciting news there. But one of the most important results, of course, and the most important aspects to drive the Scion infrastructure is the launch of the Swiss Secure Finance Network. I said this the wrong way, Secure Swiss Finance Network, which we'll hear more about today. And also this is really a tremendous result. The new Scion book isn't necessarily development or deployment, but it's the next step in documenting the whole architecture. Since the last Scion book 4 years ago, some things have changed and many new things were added. And so this book is now ready. We're sending it to the printer within the coming days. And if anyone would like to see a draft, please send me an email. So one of the exciting aspects is also to use Scion on a daily basis. And so we did a lot of work on developing technologies to make the use of Scion very easy for people. And in this diagram, you can see that the red symbols indicate changes that are needed, and the green symbols that nothing needs to change. And you see the different technologies listed here that we've been working on. And the goal, of course, is that everyone in the world can use Scion, and in some cases without perhaps even knowing it, except the network will get better for them. And you can see that different technologies have quite different characteristics here. I'd like to highlight this SBAS technology. You'll hear more about this in one of the talks this morning. And essentially almost nothing needs to change, right? So neither the source or the destination needs to be Scion aware. And so this is a really exciting development. So we'll hear more about this shortly. And so if you look at, we've really accomplished a lot, and it's amazing how far we've gotten. Creating a new internet is similar to climbing Mount Everest, and a lot is needed to get there. So just very briefly, over the last years, we've done a lot of work to climb this mountain, and some of the major milestones include the early adopters in the financial sector that started making use of Scion in production deployments. And now in 2021, we've had ISPs offering official Scion products, which is really a tremendous accomplishment. And so I'd really like to thank everyone contributing to climbing this mountain together. So there's still a bit more to go, and hope today during the Scion Day we can work out ways and see how we can achieve this final ascent. So with this, I'd also like to thank the whole team. We've been on this journey for over 12 years, and we now have an internet architecture that is faster, greener, and highly secure. And so many thanks for joining this expedition. One of the important aspects is, and the true joy of working on this project is not only on the technical innovation, but interacting with all the people who are participating in this almost impossible project, on this impossible expedition. So many thanks again, and I'm looking forward to interacting with all of you today. And so with that, let's continue. Many thanks.